Hello everyone. We are getting a lot of queries on which optional to choose. What are the different parameters to be considered before choosing any optional? And what is the importance of public administration as one of the optionals? So, I, Aditya Sonune, Faculty of Public Administration, will be discussing these many factors with you so that the students who are graduated, students who are undergoing final year of the graduation, and the parents of students who are actively interested in the studies and career of the aspirants might be benefited from this video. Okay, so let us discuss why to choose public administration as an optional. And this public administration optional is one of the important and one of the very famous optionals for the UPSC civil services exam, which produces IAS, IPS, IFS, IRS officers, etc. Okay, so which are the important factors to be considered before choosing any optional? First and foremost important factor is convergence with the GS syllabus. Okay, how much marks any optional has converging with the GS syllabus. So in case of public administration, that convergence is of 250 marks. Yes, 250 marks. It's a humongous convergence with the GS syllabus. Out of 1000 marks for the GS syllabus, public administration separately has 500 marks. Besides, it will help you the coverage of 250 marks GS as well. So public administration will help you with 750 marks out of 1750 marks of entire 7 GS peoples. Then scoring potential in public administration, highest score was 334 and average score of 275. Consistent in producing the toppers. Public administration has been very consistent in producing toppers every year without fail. Availability of study material, you will be getting number of reference materials, reference books, coaching institutes material, handwritten notes of the faculty and faculty handouts. Okay, that will be provided by me at IAS Delhi Institute. Most interesting subject. Public administration is a very interesting, diverse and interdisciplinary subjects where you get to study not only the administrative theory, which is a separate portion of public administration syllabus, but apart from that, the converging areas like constitution, polity, economy, society, social justice, internal security, ethics, all these areas you get to study. That is why this makes public administration a very interesting, very innovative optional. Okay, then learnability by any graduate. Any graduate from any background can easily learn, adapt and master in the public administration optional. By master, I mean he or she can score around 275 to 300 marks as per the recent scaling of UPSC. Limited syllabus. Public administration can be easily covered in the 4 months with the depth, with the adequate clarity and with the satisfactory answer writing skills like toppers. Then public administration is also part of the Labasna Foundation training at Mussoorie. So each and every selected candidate, whether from different optionals or whether from the public administration optional, has to study public administration before and while undergoing the training at Labasna in Mussoorie. It is applicable equally for the future IAS, IPS and several central services officers, as well as it is very helpful regarding your general life as well. Now, the most important theme of today's lecture is how public administration is converging with the GS syllabus and other parts of the syllabus. So with the GS, public administration has a direct convergence of 250 to 300 marks, which means apart from the 500 marks that are allotted to public administration paper 1, paper 2, you will be getting the direct benefits of 250 to 300 marks in 300 to 250 marks out of 1000 marks of GS, direct benefits. Then in GS paper 2, it will help you with the 125 marks in constitution, polity, governance. In GS paper 4, ethics in governance, it will help you with 100 marks. In GS paper 3, it will help you in economy, security and disaster management with approximately 50 marks. And in GS paper 1, so as you can see, in every GS paper it has convergence. it will help you in history, society with 25 marks. This is not all. In the essay paper also, at least one or two topics from the total 8 topics will be appearing from the interdisciplinary nature of public administration. Okay, and apart from that, in the interview also, the public administration, which is a great multidisciplinary optional, will be helping you to develop the pragmatic bent of mind, a very disciplined code of conduct, and it will inculcate the values of impartiality and non-partisanship. It will be helpful for you at the interview stage also and after becoming the officer also, because as an officer you will be dealing with the government in action or the implementation part of the government, and that will be benefited by the public administration in theory as well as in practice. Now we will directly see and observe which are the different topics which are converging between GS and PubAd. So first column you can see is public administration syllabus or topics or chapters, and this is the GS syllabus. See, in GS2, salient features and value premises, constitutionalism, political culture, bureaucracy, democracy, and bureaucracy development. This is a PubAd chapter. See here, bureaucracy and democracy. Here, role of civil services in democracy. So civil services is also called as bureaucracy, and the role of civil services in democracy. Here, bureaucracy and democracy. Here, constitutionalism, salient features and value premises of the constitution. Here, Indian constitution, historical underpinnings, evolution, features, amendments, significant features, and basic structure. Direct correlation. Executive, parliament, judiciary, basically 3 organs of the government and their functioning along with the ministries, departments, boards, commissions, field organizations, etc. This is organization chapter of the public administration paper 1. See here, parliament, then executive. So here see executive, judiciary, here judiciary, then departments of the government, ministries and departments. Here they see ministries and departments. So direct topics are convergent. Then unit 3, union, state, administrative, legislative, financial relations, role of finance, commission, governor. So basically the federalism related topics and the state government related topics. See, functions and responsibilities of union and states and issues relating to federal structure. So these are federalism related topics, issues relating to federal structure, powers, devolution, challenges, etc. Direct. So little bit of language difference is there, but topics are as it is. I can show you the same questions also, so which are appearing on the PubAd as well as GS portions. So questions are also same or similar. Then concepts of accountability and control, legislative, executive, judicial accountability, citizen administration, interest groups, civil society, citizens charters, right to information act. See here also, transparency, accountability, then e-governance applications, citizens charter, accountability and transparency. See here, accountability and control, then pressure groups and formal informal associations in their role in politics. So here interest groups. So similar. Institutions and agencies for rural development. So this is a chapter of rural development and this is chapter of urban development. So in urban development, rural development, UPSC asks questions on the urban development, rural development and administration under some schemes of central governments. Here also government policies and interventions for various developmental sector and their implementation. So here rural development policies and urban development policies are also asked in the UPSC indirectly. Welfare schemes. So welfare schemes are there under the jurisdiction of PRIs as well as municipalities, and here welfare schemes by the center and the states and various bodies for them. Okay? So similar syllabus again. Corporations, companies, boards, commissions, ad hoc advisory bodies, headquarters, fields, etc. Here also appointment to various constitutional posts, powers, responsibilities, statutory, regulatory, various bodies. So regulatory authorities, and these are various regulatory and quasi-judicial bodies. Okay. Then see, concept of development, changing profile of development, development versus debate, impact of liberalization, women and development, self-help group movement. Okay. See here, women and the role of NGOs and SHGs. Self-help group is self-help group, SHGs. Okay, role of women. Here development, Here development processes, concept of development, changing profile of development, same. Okay. Now this was about the convergence between public administration and the GS2. Now we will discuss the convergence between public administration as the GS4. Okay, so as you can see, almost 8 chapters of public administration have direct convergence with the GS2 topics, broad topics, micro topics, everything. Okay, and GS4 plus PABAD convergence, important aspects of governance, good governance, values in public service, regulatory commissions. Okay, this is one chapter. And here see, public administration, ethics in public administration, status problem, then dilemmas and concerns in government and private institutions, laws, rules, regulations and conscience as source of ethical guidance, strengthening ethical and moral values in governance. Okay, so these are similar topics. Into importance of human resource development, code of conduct, administrative ethics. See here, code of conduct, then code of ethics. Okay, and challenges of corruption means administrative ethics, nothing else. Then importance of human resource development, so concept of probity is directly applicable here, same syllabus. Then again next topic, the civil services. Here also code of conduct, discipline, grievance redressal, civil services neutrality, civil services activism. And here also this entire chapter is revolving around, the name of the chapter is civil services. And here aptitude and foundational values for civil services, same. Here just different values have been mentioned. Here it is implicit, miscellaneous portions of civil services have been asked. Okay, so this is how GS4 and public administration have 3 chapters in common. Okay, 3 chapters in common: civil services, then personal administration and administrative ethics, foundational values, etc. PABAD plus GS3 convergences. Now in terms of economy, the convergence lies in monetary fiscal policies, then budgets, financial accountability, audit, etc. Then processes of planning, etc. Okay, then role of CAG and Comptroller General of Accounts. Here in Indian economy, so broader portions are mentioned, but the syllabus is same. Indian economy and issues relating to planning. So here it is planning, process of conceptualization, planning, implementation. Economy and issues relating to planning, mobilization of resources, growth, development, employment, inclusive growth and issues, government budgeting. See here, public debt, budget, types and form, budgetary process, everything about budgeting. Here also the role of finance ministry, right, accounting techniques, CAG, etc. So it all is involved in the budgeting. So 2 chapters of public administration are converging with the economy portion, along with the next topic, impact of liberalization and privatization on public sector undertakings in PABAD, challenges of liberalization, privatization, globalization on public administration. See here, effect of liberalization on the economy. Here overall economy they have asked, here PSUs they have asked, challenges, then changes in the industrial policy and their effect on industrial growth. So that is an implicit part of liberalization, privatization, globalization. Okay. Then PABAD plus GS3 convergence in terms of disaster management and the security. In terms of first, infrastructure, public-private partnership, one topic in the PABAD, and same topic, investment models. This investment models also includes public-private partnerships and different kinds of public-private partnership. Disaster management, as it is in public administration, it is also there in the GS portion, disaster and disaster management. So this is direct convergence. Role of central and state agencies, including paramilitary forces, in maintenance of law and order and countering insurgency and terrorism. So this syllabus of security having direct relevance and commonality with the GS portion, security, internal security, security challenges and their management in the border areas, linkages of organized crimes with terrorism, and the mandate of various security forces and agencies. See, direct convergence. Now PABAD and GS1 portion convergence. So first, public administration chapter, municipal governance, then finances problem area, 74th constitutional amendment, global local debate, new localism, development dynamics, and administration with reference to city management. What is city management? It is relating to urbanization problems and remedies. Now see here, urbanization, their problems and remedies. Then population and associated issues, poverty and developmental issues. It is there in municipal governance and its issues. And then legacy of in history. Okay, this is a chapter 1 of public administration paper 2 and its direct correlation with the history. Legacy of British rule in politics and administration, Indianization of public services. By Indianization we means Indianization of public services by the British rule. Revenue administration, district administration, local self-government. Legacy of British rule. This was also part of modern Indian history. Modern Indian history from about middle of the 18th century to present, significant events, personalities, issues, etc. Okay, this is implicit convergence. Okay, now we will see how public administration is convergent with the other papers and stages. In essay paper, as I told you, at least 1 or 2 topics out of the 8 topics are directly related or asked by the UPSC from the public administration perspectives and discipline. Okay, so because public administration is interdisciplinary subject, it will directly help you with the 1 or 2 topics, and this means 125 marks at least for the sure. If you are lucky, sometimes even 250 marks you can score with the public administration interdisciplinary knowledge, and that is why I could consecutively score good marks in essay. My highest marks in essays were 154 out of 250, and that was the highest score. Not even toppers could get that score. Okay? Personality test or interview. The officer's mindset, balanced perspectives and pragmatism in the thoughts and actions, impartiality, non-partisanship, integrity. These are the values which are inculcated by public administration as an optional in you for shaping you as an officer and shaping you as a disciplined person. Also in the prelims exam, the public administration optional, because of its inherent convergences with the polity, constitution, governance and little bit of current affairs, it will help you with 15 to 20 marks in the prelims exam also. 15 to 20 questions or 30 to 35 marks out of 200 marks or out of 100 questions. Okay. Besides, it has a very high scoring potential because it is consistently generating or producing toppers every year. As you can see, All India rank 1 to 91, All India rank 70 to 62 every year. 2025, 2024, 3, 2022, 2021, 2022. Okay, so average marks have been 275 plus and the highest marks have been 334. So Yashasvi Raj, Rohit Singhal, Khushali Solanki, Priyanka Garg, Kiran, Anant, Nupur, Ankita, Purna, all these are toppers. Without fail, every year PABAD is producing topper. 2020, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, etc. I can go on and on. But because of the so at last we are launching the public administration foundation course at the IAS Delhi Institute from 5th of January, and we are also known for our public administration pro with PYQs, PABAD test series and public administration daily answer writing and mentorship initiative, which is of 3 months and 5 months duration. So with that, I, Aditya Sonone, a faculty of public administration and the mentor with 10 plus years experience, ask you to think seriously about public administration if you want to increase your net score in the upcoming UPSC examination. If you have any doubts, queries, and if you want some help in deciding the optional, if you want some help in decoding the syllabus of the UPSC mains along with the public administration, you can come and visit us at IAS Delhi Institute behind the Madonna Hotel. That is all. Thank you.